Hello Aquarius and welcome to my channel. This is Glamour Style Tarot. If you are already a subscriber, thank you so much. I'm so grateful for your support. This is going to be your love reading for June 2020. I'm going to use a bunch of different decks. Keep in mind that the timing is fluid, but also you might resonate with parts of it, with all of it, and then it was totally for you. Or you might just resonate with the sentence and that was meant for you to hear. Okay, don't try to fit it in your situation if it doesn't, and make sure to check your other signs. All right, so I'm going to use a bunch of different decks today. I'm quite excited about this, and let's get started. Aquarius, let's see what the energy is all about for you in June for love. I've actually been trying to do your reading yesterday evening after I did the Virgo reading, but I didn't manage. I just didn't manage. The energy wasn't right, and I was like, okay. But when I woke up this morning, I knew I have to do your reading. I knew it was your turn. Community. For some reason, I read commitment because there is a commitment card in this deck. This to me means coming together with helpful people, people that are supporting you in your journey. That could be your family, that could be your soul tribe, that could be friends, you know. This could also be related to a major decision in your life, and you gather around you people that support you in this decision. You see, this could also mean like a church type of community, or wherever you go and pray, right? The temple or whatever else, because this card actually has a lot of symbols. Has the Native American dream catcher, has a Buddha here, has the Star of David, an Egyptian type of symbol. These people are, if you look at them closely, there are different races dressed in different ways according to their traditions. This is a very interesting card. Let's see how it plays out uh, with the other cards. I'm using the Akashic Records Tarot, which for me these are more like oracle cards. And I meditate before I start the reading, so I make sure I manage to tap into the energy of the Akashic Records and see what comes out from there. There is a change. There is a change. So summer has just began from at least in the northern hemisphere, right? Something is going to happen. So either this is a 6-month type of cycle, right? From this point on, where summer begins, there is a time to take action. Now is the moment to do things so you can calm down and retreat when winter begins. There is a 6-month cycle, how I see it. Something you start now is going to come to a completion around December, whatever that is. But definitely that's a card of change. There is a huge difference between summer and winter, right? This is a card of change. And maybe in this change that you need to make, maybe a change of partner, someone else coming into your life with an offer. The King of Roses. Roses are all about emotions. Roses are all about love, romance. Look at him having those flowers that he freshly picked from the garden, and he's bringing them. Someone is bringing you an offer, a gift maybe, a proposal, maybe a change of partner. It could be a change of partner. I know things don't happen so easily, Or maybe if until now you felt like, you know how in winter the nights are long and the days are short and everything seems very depressing because you don't see the sunlight. At least this is how I feel. Maybe you have been through the dark night of the soul and now it's time to actually come out of that and enjoy the sun. Get a new, yeah, this is definitely a love reading for you, Aquarius. Maybe you are thinking about kids. You are definitely thinking about kids. Um, Maybe you have kids, and if you need to make a change in your life, you are thinking how they are going to cope with this. So this is the garden again coming together. You see, these kids are super happy. They have this curiosity. Here it looks like it's summer. Maybe somewhere in a mountain type of environment because I see these pine trees, cedars. This little girl here is looking with a magnifying glass at a butterfly. Butterflies are a symbol for renewal, butterflies are a symbol for transformation. Something is transforming, something, it's a rebirth. This little boy here, I don't know what he's trying to do. But this little boy seems like maybe like the kid of the King of Roses. They kind of wear the same colors. They definitely kind of wear the same colors. Gorgeous. Let's move on and see what the angels have to say. I'm using the Angels Tarot. I feel that we are receiving very good, very crystal clear messages from the angels with this deck. I don't know why I cannot talk today. Yeah, actually, when I've been shuffling, I've seen the Two of Cups. This is beautiful. This is a relationship blossoming. This is coming into union. This is a soulmate type of connection. I feel this King of Roses here might be your soulmate. You guys are coming together. Finally, you are receiving the support of your family, your friends in this union. This is a relationship moving into a more stable, grounded type of direction. A relationship that grows closer. Um, a sense of forgiveness, forgiving yourself, forgiving the past, positive resolution of a conflict. If you had to let go of someone, maybe you guys decide to be friends for the kids, right? You're not going to hate each other, you're not going to love each other, but you're there as partners, as you're co-parenting. Work together. This is a sense of coming together, working for something, maybe working to come together with someone, working with your community, working to get support from them, working to get yourself balanced. You are in a period of creativity. Summer to me is a great period of being creative, of creating things. Recognition for very high quality work, team player. It's exactly what I was telling you. If you had to let go of someone, you guys might decide to, even if you are getting someone else in your life or so on and so forth, you are deciding to work together with your ex because you have kids. And you cannot be enemies because that's not what your kids um, want to see. Yeah, relationships don't always work. People make mistakes and that's it, but the kids are not there to suffer because of it, right? So you just decide to be good parents together and then take things from there. It's interesting because you had the Eight of Roses, you had the Five of Roses, and if you subtract, that's like a 3. I don't remember what's a 3 in that deck, in the Akashic Records Tarot. But anyway, it's a sense of, again, of coming together, of working together. Fives, you have 2 fives. That's a transformation. This is you, Aquarius. This is your energy here. The Queen of Air, someone who's independent, someone who's witty, experienced, realistic. You see, she maybe you have psychic abilities. She looks into that globe. into that crystal ball. She sees this unicorn. You are making an objective decision here. You are clearing the way of things that no longer serve you. And you're using intelligence for that. This is a very rational type of decision. This is not rash. This is not in the heat of the moment. You have made up your mind and you are cutting out from your life the things that no longer serve you. Seeing the humor in a situation. Well, we'll see how that little part plays in. But you decide to step in your power, you decide to... And I know Aquarius is very independent and very realistic. Very realistic. I think that's from where the cynical side of the Aquarius comes from. Four of Water, there has been a fear of missing an opportunity. There has been a sense of boredom. And it's high time for you to open your eyes to the possibilities. Accept this offer of the King of Roses. Accept what you might build with them. See what your community has to say. I don't believe in, like, at the end of the day, people can have opinions, but the decision is always going to be with you, because you are the only one who's going to pay for the mistakes you might make in this lifetime. You are also the only one who has to live with them during this lifetime, right? And if there is an afterworld, you are going to pay for them, or in the next life. It's whatever you believe in, right? But you have been feeling that you are missing out on something. You are missing out on life. And definitely that there is a time for a decision. And this Queen of... Actually, I'm going to put it here because I feel it's connected to the Queen of Air. This Queen of Air doesn't want to miss this opportunity. She doesn't want to miss this opportunity because she feels it's divinely guided. Six of Earth, that's another card I've seen while I was shuffling. This Queen of Air, and definitely I feel this is your energy here. This Queen of Air wants this equal give and take. It's not necessarily about the gifts of money and time or effort, but you know what? When you put effort in a relationship, when you give your time to someone, when you give your heart to someone, you want at least for them to do the same thing for you, right? And you might not ask for it. You might give and give and give, because there are people out there that don't see relationships as a trade. It's not a trade-off. The sun is coming up. I love it. The sun is coming up, and I feel that the sun is going to come up for you to the point where it's kind of blinding me, because it's reflecting in this building right across from where I live. And they have those reflecting type of windows. Yeah, I feel that this new opportunity is like somehow... It's like when you have the sun in your eyes and you feel you don't need to see anymore. You can close your eyes and you can just dream, right? So I was telling you, relationships are... You don't get in a relationship... you get in a relationship expecting equal give and take, but when you love someone, right, at times you tend to give more and more and more, hoping that they will somehow do the same for you. But after a while, when they don't do that, right, and you keep giving and you keep giving, there is a sense of frustration that develops. And you're like, what the hell? So I keep giving to this person, but they never do the same for me, right? So here it says new career opportunities, receiving a loan or paying off debts. And I feel this comes after a time where you have felt very trapped. This could be a self-entrapment type of feeling, or you just like felt trapped in a situation. Now, you always have the choice to let go of something and move on and get yourself untrapped, unless you have been kidnapped. But that's a very particular situation, right? But maybe you felt like that. You felt that someone has stolen your years, someone has stolen the best years of your life, and they haven't been giving the same thing back. They've stolen your life, they've stolen your joy, right? And they've stolen your self-confidence. They put you down constantly, and you have been afraid to take action because they destroyed your self-confidence so bad that you got to the point where you don't know who you are anymore. You have no understanding of who you are, what you have to do, how things should be for you. But I feel you are getting yourself out of this. You are letting go of this type of energy. Remember when I was telling you in winter we feel trapped somehow. We feel trapped indoors. We feel trapped. The weather is nasty. There's not a lot to do, right? 8 of fire. This is news. Expect news. Some readers call this the arrows of Cupid. This is love. This is passion. Things are happening fast. Things are moving very fast. So from the 8 of air where you are stuck, when you suddenly are able to make the decision, when you are using your intelligence and you decide to cut out things from your life, you are making this objective decision, you are clearing things out that no longer serve you, events start moving at a very fast pace. This looks to me like a bouquet of flowers here. It's all this magic wands together, and then you have like one that is very predominant here. It's like someone comes and makes you this offer with the Ace of Wands. This is what I see from this card. This is what I feel. And then everything started lining up. The delays are over. A lot of things are going to happen at once, and you might feel a little bit overwhelmed, and you might feel that you are missing out on an opportunity. But it's not going to be like that. What's meant for you, it's meant for you. Once you have made the decision to untrap yourself, that's when things start growing. That's when things start moving into the right direction. Let's see what the spirit guides have to say for your situation. I'm using the Marigold Tarot. I love this deck. I love this deck, but it's all about skulls and skeletons. And I've been a little bit afraid with everything what's happening in the world. And not afraid, it's wrongly said. I just don't want to trigger people and be insensitive, But you guys want messages from the other realm. So I've been called to use this deck. So let's see what messages are there for Aquarius. As I was shuffling, I've seen the Devil card. 10 of Cups. This is what you want in your life. You want emotional fulfillment, and you are going in that direction. You're going in that direction. Emotional, absolute emotional fulfillment. But you see here, in order for you to reach this emotional fulfillment, right, you had to go through a hangman type of period where you had to put yourself upside down and see things from a different perspective. You had to put yourself upside down and see things from a different perspective. You had to go through a period of awakening. This is a very interesting design for the 10 of Cups. In general, it's definitely not like that. But you see this hangman rope? You had to gain this awakening. And I feel that for that you have been talking to your friends, maybe. You have been talking to your family. You have been trying to see how things are seen from the outside as well. Yeah, you have again the 6 of Pentacles, the 6 of Rings, equal give and take. To me, this makes me think. So I don't really go to weddings, right? And I don't have a lot of friends that are married. But at least I've seen it, at least in movies, right? When the bride and the groom hold hands together to cut the cake, that's a promise of equal give and take. That's a promise of doing things together, doing this, like whatever they have to do, the hard decision, the easy decisions, doing things together, equal give and take, and cutting out things that no longer serve you in the same time. You have made a judgment call. You have decided what you want in your life, and what you want in your life is clearly the 10 of Cups, is clearly the 6 of Pentacles, and you are cutting out what no longer serves you. Maybe not that literal like this, but you are definitely cutting out a person from your life. That's not good for you. Someone who is definitely not good for you. Why would you stay in a situation when you know that that person is not good for you? The fool, this flew right out. This flew right out. This is a new beginning. This is taking a leap of faith. And you see, he has there a wand actually in his hand. That's a wand he has. The only thing he needs is that magic wand to make things happen. And I was talking to you about that. I don't need to see the Ace of Wands to know that you are moving in a new direction. You are moving in a very passionate new direction. There is a passionate opportunity waiting for you, and you are ready to take it. You are ready to take it. You are coming together with a true soulmate. The Hanged Man. What was I telling you? In order for you to see this Ten of Cups, you already have you have three major arcana cards. This is karma. Judgment is a card of karma, right? Um, this is guided by the universe. This is guided by the source. This is guided from above. These things that are happening in your life right now, they are divinely guided. You have been told in which direction you have to go. The Hanged Man. The hangman sets himself upside down to see things from a different perspective. We just discussed about it with the Ten of Cups. You had to go through this period of awakening to understand what emotional fulfillment means for you. And to understand that emotional fulfillment means equal give and take. The devil, I was telling you, so before the Ten of Cups came out, and I was shuffling this card, it was flying out. Flew out of the deck. And I mentioned it when I started talking about the cards from the Marigold Tarot. This is a sense of entrapment. You have been trapped. You have been bound to a situation. You definitely have been bound to a situation. You didn't know how to get out of it. This could be addictions as well. Maybe during this period while you have been struggling, you have been drinking too much as a form of escaping. Maybe using drugs, maybe whatever. I'm not here to judge anyone. We all make our own choices. But this is a form of escaping. You have been trying to escape the reality that kept you trapped, that was strangling you, was taking the life out of you, basically. Was taking the life out of you. Wow. Yeah. You have been very hurt. You feel very betrayed. You have been left for dead. This other person that you have been with, they refuse to see how hurt you were. And sometimes the fact that you drown yourself in alcohol or try to escape through different substances is a cry for help. And it's sad when the other person cannot see that. Cannot see, you felt stabbed from all directions, betrayed, left for dead. But you are making a judgment call to get out of that energy. Definitely to get out of that energy, get yourself single. Get yourself single. And ready to accept another offer, because we have here the rose again. And I was just talking about the roses in the beginning of the reading. This leaves here made me think of the bay laurel that the Romans were using for victory, as a sign of victory. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? I have a lot of culture. I make a lot of cultural references all the time. You are going for something very, so this new relationship you are getting into is not only emotionally fulfilling, but it's also very stable, very grounded, is there to last for a lifetime. To me, the Ten of Pentacles is also financially stable, right? Being financially stable with someone. And this comes after the Ten of Swords, after you have been very much hurt. But you had to get out of that energy. You had to get yourself single first. In order to be able to have this, you had to let go of someone. You definitely had to cut someone out of your life. Knight of Wands. And here he comes with that one that I kept talking about. This is passion. This is someone who takes fast action. This is someone who's coming rushing in to offer you their love. This skeleton here seems like dancing to me. I don't know from where I've got this idea, but this guy is happy. That is going to make you happy. Maybe this person looks like a playboy or looks like someone who cannot commit, or this is the image that they have, on the outside. But deep down, they are not like that. Deep down, they are definitely not like that. Maybe they have been hurt as well in the past, and then they seem aloof and they seem like they don't care, or I don't know. In general, the way people perceive us is like it's very much different from the way we really are, right? And then you have the Page of Rings. Someone had to learn maybe how to let go of this entrapment, how to let go of pain. But this is also an offer. You see, someone looks like it's offering that ring, that pentacle. Did I tell you guys in this deck, rings is pentacles, right? But someone, this could mean travel as well. Someone discovering new things. Someone had to learn how to be whole again. Someone had to learn how to step into the energy of the Empress. Someone had to learn their value. Someone had to learn their value. A lot of major arcana cards. Moving away from something that no longer serves you, making a judgment call to take this leap of faith in order for you to be able to come into the energy of the Empress, to sit there pretty on your throne. To sit there pretty on your throne, to be valued, to learn what your value really is. And I feel that this person, so maybe the connection you have with this individual started with a message or started with something related to business. Maybe you guys are into business together or are trying to put together a business. So from something that was in the beginning like totally not related to love, totally not thinking about that, now you see them as this stable, grounded partner. Because the King of Pentacles is someone who is very mature, is someone who's grounded, is someone who has the ability to nurture, but it's also a good businessman, is a CEO, an entrepreneur, is someone who has their finances in order, and is someone who is capable of giving you both the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles, and this is something that is going to last for a lifetime. This is something that is going to last for a lifetime for you, Aquarius. Six of Wands, victory. You are going to have victory with this individual. You are going to have victory with this individual who is treating you like a queen, who is seeing your value, who is treating you like the Empress. Look how beautiful this card is. I love the graphics on this card. They seem very much minimalist and this and that, but they are very, very powerful. A gift, offering you flowers, making you feel that every day is a victory, every day is a win, making you want to live another day. So, stay with me. I'm going to pass now to get some messages from the Lenormand deck. Try to put a timeline on this with the Moonology Oracle cards, and then pick up a couple of spells for you. I actually like the Lenormand cards. I feel that they give you a message that is more mundane, something more into that energy, while the Tarot gives you messages more from your subconscious and trying to figure things out from that perspective. So let's see. Abundance. So you have the fishes. You have again community, public with the garden. You are going for your abundance. And it's also secret to the moon, fears. But I feel you're letting go of these fears. Okay, so I see a couple of different things here. Maybe you know how people judge, right? And I think I've started saying that earlier. People will always have opinions. People will always tell you, oh no, don't do this and don't do that, right? And because relationships are seen differently from the outside, and only you who are inside a relationship are the one who actually knows what the hell is happening there, right? And you might totally not feel abundant. You might totally not feel abundant at all. But from the outside, this is how it looks like. You have the perfect husband, you have the perfect home, everything looks pretty, but in reality, it's just a big mess. So maybe everyone at this point is going to be able to see the struggles that you have been through. Maybe you are afraid of how people are going to judge you, but let me tell you something. People judge you through their own insecurities. People judge based on what they feel at a certain moment in time, right? People judge through their own biases, through their own experiences, which might not be the same as yours, which might totally not be the same as yours. And I feel here secrets come out and things, maybe washing your laundry in public a little bit, which is might be something that you wouldn't do. The new beginning, news of a new beginning. This is news, and this is also a new beginning. But look how happy she is. She is going on that merry-go-round and she has the rainbow under her. Dressed very sexy. But this is news coming in. Someone is delivering news. Maybe something that was hidden comes to light right now. Building a bridge, getting over the difficulties, getting over. You see how this bridge is built over those mountain tops that seem impossible to cross because you have the abyss here down. But then you have the peaks of the mountains. Finding a way out of the doom and gloom. But for that, in order for this thing to happen, you had to go deep within with the well. Figure out what's there. Figure out what's best for your life. Figure out what you want to have in your life. Figure out what's important for you. And definitely what's important for you is like to have rainbows and to have happiness and to have balance. This cycle of life, I've never seen what's written on it. Yeah, I don't understand what these words mean. Anyway, you had to go deep within and understand what's important for you. Definitely understand what's important for you, what makes sense for a fulfilled life. But it was a labyrinth. You have the well, you have the labyrinth. It was a maze. It wasn't a straight way to get here. It wasn't a straight way. That's why you had to go so deep inside yourself to find the knowledge, to find the strength, to find the power to get out of this maze, to untrap yourself. I'm not going to pick all of these, but I've seen the star. That's wish fulfillment. That's happiness, a wish you have made. Crossing the mountains. It has been tough for you, Aquarius. It hasn't been an easy journey. It has been very tough, and this relationship you have been in that looked good from the outside definitely wasn't the same on the inside. And now everyone is going to know. But you are finally finding your way. You are finding your way. You are finding the things that are important for you. That could be you. That could be a woman that you are dealing with. But definitely this woman is finding her way. You guys know that the roles can be reversed for these readings, right? Finding her way to start a new cycle with a true soulmate. You have the heart, you have the stork, which is a symbol for a new cycle. Finding her way to go after emotional fulfillment. Clearly, finding her way to go after emotional fulfillment after a period of deep reflection, after finding a way out of this maze, out of this rat race, right? Finding a way to cross, to get over these difficulties with the bridge. And there is news coming in. News about a new life. Okay, so let's move to the Moonology deck. Figure out some messages from here as well. Figure out a timeline for these things, right? It's time to take action. New moon in Aries. We had the new moon in Aries, a couple of months back, maybe? So maybe that's when you felt it's time for you to take action. It's time for you to make things happen. It's like you cannot sit into this energy anymore because it's a slow way of committing suicide. Don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. We had a full moon in Leo earlier this year. And how I feel it is like, when this relationship or whatever commitment you have been in before, everything looked good on the outside and you had a sense of pride of that. It's like, yeah, people would tell about you, oh, look at her or look at him. He has it all, she has it all, the abundance, you know how people talk, right? And how they see things from the outside without seeing the things on the inside that in general we hide because we are not very proud of. So you realized you need to get out of that mentality. Get out of because you could have been proud of the things you have achieved, but they weren't emotionally fulfilling. They were just looking good for the Jones. Waning moon, what do you need to release? A sense of release. You have been through. You need to cut something out of your life. Definitely you need to cut something out of your life. And that was very clear with the Judgment card before. It's a sense of release. It's a sense of healing. And you see, it's winter here. It's winter here. Remember I was speaking about winter? It's absolutely incredible how these cards, they just come together. Surrender to the divine. All of this is divinely guided. All of this is divinely guided. So by the next full moon, that should be very soon, right? Maybe June 5th. I think it's also an eclipse. You guys need to fact check me on that because I know astrology for myself, but not to speak about it. So this is first quarter moon. Your commitment is being tested. Yeah, because you want to get out of it. Of course it's being tested. Your commitment to your goals, your commitment to yourself, your commitment to wanting to be happy at the end of the day. The commitment you make to yourself to want to be happy, right? Take time to breathe out. Disseminating moon. I feel for you, Aquarius, everything is happening right now. There are things that have been started maybe a few months back, maybe from the beginning of this year, more or less. But everything feels as if it's happening right now. Disseminating moon. Take time to breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Don't hold your breath for people, places, situations that no longer serve you. Okay? So let's pick up a couple of spells for you. I like this deck. It's interesting. When I first got it, I wasn't connecting very well with it. And then I was like, wow, okay. Falcon. I've actually seen the falcon in, remember that community card when I told you that there was an Egyptian symbol? It was a falcon there. So let's go. The falcon, a mystic bird of communication. Communication, we had the Eight of Wands, that's fast messages, that's communication, is revered as a symbol of power. In Egyptian mythology, the god Horus, ruler of the sky, was often depicted as a falcon. Yeah, that was the Egyptian symbol I've seen. The falcon represents a moment to people watch and practice active listening skills. On Wednesday, go bird watching at a local park. Watch and listen for birds and humans alike. When the falcon appears, messages are to be given or received, so stay alert and recognize when to speak and when to listen, for there is a delicate balance. Effective communication and the timing of it is Mercury and falcon magic at its best. I think we are in a period of Mercury retrograde. I don't want to scare anyone. You are going to survive it, that's for sure. We are all going to survive it because it happens a few times a year. But yeah, Prospero, a money drawing oil blend to promote prosperity. Well, this could mean financial prosperity. This could mean maybe you were afraid to let go of something from the past because of that financial abundance or so on and so forth, and then it was comfortable. But this is something you can build on your own as well. Essential oils. 3 drops bayberry, 2 drops bay, 2 drops basil, 2 drops cedar, 2 drops patchouli, 1 drop mint, 1 drop frankincense, 1 crushed bay leaf, jojoba oil. Blend the essential oils in a half oz amber apothecary bottle. Add bay leaf for luck. Fill the bottle with jojoba oil, then close and shake to mix. Wear or rub a few drops on green or gold candles. You see, I have like this golden orange candle. Carve a dollar sign and your name during the waxing moon, full moon, or new moon. Say, how prosperous am I, attracting bills and coins along this wealthy way. Blessed be. And then you have this card, opal, amethyst, and onyx. Opal, amethyst, and onyx are stones and crystals that inspire magical thinking, timing, and intuition. Intuition. Listen to your intuition. Opal is luminescent and light. Amethyst brings visions and clarity, and onyx promotes grounding and knowledge. Carry these 3 stones and crystals in a lavender-colored pouch to represent the 3 phases of the moon and a balanced approach to spells and all situations that call for intuitive thinking. Charge on the altar for a full 28-day moon cycle. Absolutely gorgeous, Aquarius. This is all I had for you. Drop me a comment below and let me know how you have resonated with these messages. I would really like to know. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Keep checking my channel. The monthly readings for money, finances, and so on and so forth are coming maybe around the 15th, are starting to come out. So yeah, that's all. I need you guys to take care of yourselves, and I understand this is a tough period in time, but you can make it, Aquarius. Love and light.